Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We do have a couple of announcements that the mayor is going to make. One issue that he is going to address is going to be a personnel issue, and I'm going to tell you now that there will be limited questions that we'll be able to answer on that, so just take the information that he gives you, and more information will be coming as information is available. In the meantime, I'll turn things over to the mayor.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Just a few preliminary matters. One, the Small Business Administration has opened up its Small Business Recovery Center. The center is open to assist those who suffered loss due to severe storms, straight-line winds, tornadoes, and flooding from April 8th to the 11th. Small business owners and nonprofits are eligible to borrow up to $2 million to repair or replace disaster-damaged property or equipment. Disaster loans are also available to homeowners and renters. The center is located in the old Chamber building, which is right outside of City Hall here, which is 201 South President Street, and it will be open from Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We ask that those businesses that have been affected, that they apply. Please be certain that you have accurate and actual information, because we don't want anyone to either take advantage in the wrong way of this effort or later be prosecuted for taking advantage of such an effort. But we're grateful to the Small Business Administration for supporting the lifeblood of our economy, which is the small businesses not only in Jackson, but around the country. Also, I want to make certain that you are aware of this. We have been posting on social media platforms, but we want to make certain that we announce it from this podium, that Jackson Meals Matter is back. And they are serving lunch. We're having lunch served from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Jackson residents up to 18 years of age. Once again, these lunches are being provided from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Jackson residents up to 18 years of age. In order to take advantage of these meals, they have to be eaten on site, and those locations are the Smith Robertson Community Center, which is at 505 John Hart Street, Sykes Park Community Center, which is at 520 Sykes Street, and Westside Community Center, which is at 1450 Wiggins Road. This is posted on our social media platforms, and so if there are any details that either I left out or you were unable to capture, please go on the city's website and our social media platforms for more information. Turning the page, I want to make everyone aware of an important matter. Several weeks ago, our HR director, Ms. Toya Martin, recognized some irregularities within our HR department, specifically the benefits division. So she launched an internal investigation and noticed what we believe to be the misappropriation of funds. Jackson Police Department was immediately notified, and there was a further investigation. As we worked with JPD, we uncovered additional irregularities and alerted the Attorney General's office and the State Auditor's office. Last week, representatives from JPD, the Attorney General's office, the State Auditor's office, and my office all met to discuss what had been uncovered. As a result, one city employee has been terminated. As this joint investigation continues, I have informed council members about the fraud today, and those that I was able to reach, and we will inform those that were unable to receive the information as soon as it makes itself available and possible. We believe that this fraud may have impacted former city employees who utilize the city's insurance plan. We are asking any former employee who may have noticed irregularities in their insurance payments to call our HR department immediately. We do expect criminal charges will eventually emerge as a result of this investigation. Please call 601-960-1053 if you believe that you have been impacted. I want to take a moment before we take questions to thank Ms. Toya Martin for her diligence on this matter. And while we certainly regret that any individual has been taken advantage of, and we regret to find that a city employee has taken taking on nefarious activities of this type, we are grateful for the proactive nature of our directors, and we encourage them anytime they notice irregularities to make certain that they investigate further and notify the proper authorities, as Ms. Toya Martin has done. So we're grateful for her leadership, and we are hopeful that anyone who is impacted comes forward so that this can be addressed appropriately. With that, I am prepared to take a limited set of questions, as this is a criminal investigation that is ongoing. Yes, sir.
Mayor, can you tell us the name of this employee, and specifically, were they taking, I guess, funds that were intended for the employee's city insurance fund, and they were taking this money for personal use, or how was that money there?
So the question was, for those that could not hear, could I name the city employee? At this time, we are not saying the city employee's name. I believe that that will be discoverable in short order, as we believe that criminal charges will be announced. And so I will not say that at this moment in time. The next part of the question was whether or not they were diverting funds from within the insurance plan. I will say that it appears that, and there are multiple forms of fraud with respect to this employee that we believe we've uncovered. We do not believe that, from what we have noticed to date, anything that comes out of the city's general fund or budget, but the exploitation of their position to take advantage either of companies that work in a third-party relationship with the city of Jackson, or taken advantage of those that are insured directly, individuals. And so that is why we are letting you know, not only because we have a responsibility as we protect the public coffers and look and root out this type of criminal activity, but we are also asking those that may have been impacted that we are not aware of to come forward. And so if you are a retired employee, if you're a current employee and you've noticed some irregularities with your insurance plan, then we want you to call the HR division so that we can do further investigation with your particular matter and identify whether or not those irregularities are a part of this scheme. Yes, sir. I can tell you, the question was whether I could share how much the amount of funds that have been misappropriated, and I cannot. I cannot. One, because the investigation is continuing, and that is why we're asking for people to come forward so that we can learn more. What we can share is that it is certainly a felony amount. It is a significant enough amount. And it is an alarming amount anytime you take advantage of individuals. And so to the individual persons that were taken advantage of, in the grand scheme, it may seem like a small amount when we say those numbers, but to people who are, making dinner table decisions and being taken advantage of, any amount of money is too much. And so we're taking this matter very seriously. Again, I'm grateful to Toya Martin for her diligence and the rest of her team. I'm grateful to the Jackson Police Department and grateful for the swift response of the Attorney General and the State Auditor. Yes. So I believe that the need for the internal investigation was approximately a month or so in the making. And the these other agencies were notified, I believe, before last week, prior to last week, and then 2 weeks ago. And then the meeting between all of those divisions that I had mentioned, the Jackson Police Department, the AG's office, the state auditor, and my office took place last week. And so in order to protect the integrity of this investigation, it was not expressed early on because more information has been gathered and is sought to be gathered at this time. And as I have stated, we anticipate that criminal charges will ensue very swiftly, and more details will be provided to you. Yes, sir.
One, at the current moment, what is y'all's understanding of the time frame that this activity is taking place?
Well, I can say that we believe that some of the embezzlement and fraud that took place has been going on for a few years. And so we're trying to see the timeline exactly, and the investigation will reveal how long that has been taking place, or give us as precise as we can uncover an understanding of how long that has been taking place. We have no information of the involvement of any other employees at this time. We'll see if the investigation establishes some connection between other individuals. But at this time, it is an investigation specific to the conduct of one employee that has been terminated at this time. Yes, sir. You had a...
Yeah, does this have any relation to the recent FBI raids to the VA or the FBI?
Once again, I don't have any information on that, and that was awfully talented of me to stop these microphones and keep talking. I'm joking, but no. The agencies that I mentioned are the agencies that are engaged in this investigation at this time. So, yes, sir. So, I'm not, while I am being tight-lipped about certain things with respect to this investigation as it continues and goes forward, this is not one of those details. We really do not have a precise number at this time. We've identified some employees that we believe most certainly have been taken advantage of. I don't believe that there's any frame of thought that all city employees have been taken advantage, or even the majority of city employees have been taken advantage of. Where there is particular recognition of former employees, retired employees, and so that is why we're hosting this conference right now, because we are not in frequent or consistent communication with those employees, and so these were things that the nature of this fraud, I should say, wasn't money that was in large part passing through the city in any way, right? And so these were one-on-one discussions that were taking place in order to take advantage of people. And that's why we need people to come forward, because we don't have that information available to us. If someone contacted you, met you somewhere, and you gave them some money, right, then you would have to come forward to let us know so that we can make certain that the criminal activity or your being victimized is a part of this investigation. What we know is bad, right? But we want to see if there's more information. that goes even beyond what we know. Yeah. Yes, sir.
You said that folks should look for irregularities in insurance payments. Was the amount this employee was taking significant enough that someone would notice? You know, I mean, is it like a difference of a couple $100 versus a difference of
Yeah.
$20?
So once again, it wasn't like they were making a payment that was coming through the city. So you would know if someone reached out to you in a very odd way and said that I need you to send some money in, then you should be an individual that should reach out and call us. If someone took the time specifically to call you about a payment and you if you wrote any blank checks, gave any cash or anything like that, then you should question whether you are a part of this group. Okay, that's the last thing that I'm going to say about this investigation. But I do want to make one more announcement. Charlie, I see your hand. I'm assuming it's about something else. Yeah, but I do also want to announce to the public that our Parks and Recreation Department presents again our Juneteenth Family Street Festival. There will be face painting, a 360-degree photo booth, and space jumps for our young people to enjoy. This is June 18th, tomorrow. It is free admission, and we are beginning, and we will be ready to receive people at 5 p.m. There will be a fireworks display at dusk, and there will be pop-up shops and food vendors as well. Live entertainment, and this will be in front of our convention center, which is at 105 East Pascagoula Street. For more information, you can call 601-960-0471. Charlie?
Also, according to court documents, it looks like a lawsuit was filed against you. Looks like a collection agency is looking for over $6,500. Can you give us some details on that lawsuit?
I cannot. I can tell you that, one, I have not been served, and two, it would be a personal matter, nothing related to the city. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.